partner Chen from Chen's Authentic Cuisine. Happy Bright Monday! Well, what lovely day after all that rain from yesterday. Okay, hot sauce soup. I'm sure you all heard I had some before, right? Hot sauce soup is the most organic, traditional, and favorite Northern Chinese cuisine. Why? Because it's packed with the spiciness from the white pepper and chili bean sauce, and the crunchiness from the wood chestnut or bamboo shoot, and the nuttiness from the sesame oil. And finish all, you have this beaten egg pour above the soup, create this beautiful silky ribbon on top of the thick soup. Heaven, right? Would you like to learn how to make it? Right. So let's work with me. Perfect. So there's the ingredients. You need 1 chicken breast, and I already shredded, finely shredded and marinated. So 1 chicken breast is about 230 grams, depending. So you want to shred it really thin and fine, like so, like that. And I marinate in 1 tablespoon Shaoxing wine, and a pinch salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cornstarch. That's all. So you marinate it about 15 minutes. So that's already done. And also, you want some dry shiitake mushroom, wood ears. I have a chicken. I have what chestnut in my version, and I didn't use bamboo shoot. So I thought I'm gonna make a change. Because people use the bamboo shoot, people use carrots and make crunchiness. I use what chestnut to create the crunchiness. And you need this. This is the famous Chinese black vinegar. This is one key ingredient for this dish, and also chili bean sauce and the dark soy sauce. So 2 eggs or 1 large egg. So this is the dry version of the wood ear. I'll turn down a little bit. And once you soak in the warm water about 30 minutes to 1 hour, so they become rehydrated. So then you shredded them into thin shred. And this is the version of sun-dried shiitake mushroom. And once you rehydrate 30 to an hour, then you slice them like that. And this is another ingredient I add in my version is I use this Chinese yellow flower, aka sun-dried lily flower. You can get this from Chinese supermarket. It's quite easily found. And again, soak them in water and about 30 to an hour. And then you come up with something like that. So what you do is you would put them when they all soak, rehydrate, and put them bunch like that. So any dry end like that, you just pinch that off, disregard. Then you cut in half. So once you have all this ingredient ready, then you're ready to cook. I also mixed up some black Chinese vinegar and in 1 teaspoon of white pepper, ground white pepper. So that's to be used as well. So the water is boiling. Put on the maximum. So now you want add into your shredded chicken, marinate shredded chicken. So like that. And once you go in, so you want to give a stir, so separate the chicken. So what that does, it basically you're blanching it, your chicken. So like that. So separate. And then I also want this 3-piece just rough sliced ginger. I'm going to put that in as well, the soup base. I'm not shredding them or finely chop them, so I won't have a big chunk piece. If you don't like eat ginger, you can always fish out toward the end. So see, so now because raw ingredient being added in, the temperature dropped, so you want them bring back to boil again. So just let them cook for a little couple of minutes. So just separate this, separate chicken. Okay. To make sure the chicken are all well separated, use chopstick. Because the reason why hot sour soup is one of the favorite soup in Northern Chinese cuisine is because they packed with all these flavors, and on top of that, adding to more capacity of this, because we included of this sun-dried shiitake mushroom and sun-dried wood-ear mushrooms and lily flower. So they added even more intense flavor into the soup and just create that heavenly, flavorsome, and you just can't resist to have them, and especially in the cold day. In the cold day, and you just want something to warm you up, and this is the perfect soup to warm you up, or you have a head cold or something, and again this soup is especially welcome to open up all your senses, right? So that's perfect for that. So earlier I mentioned about the lily flowers. So once you rehydrate, like so, you put them in a group. So you head tail them, because that's what a hard bit is. So you head and discard all that and tail them. Like that. Then you just halve them. So now these are ready to use later. So I put it in a place like that. So also on my plate, I also had a finely chopped one spring onion, and just a little free stem of the coriander. It's optional. I like to use that garnish towards the end, so that's all ready to go. And also I have cracked 2 eggs in the bowl. So all I do is beat in the egg. It's chopsticks are wonderful, isn't it? It's so much easier use chopstick to beat up eggs than any other kitchen equipment, in my opinion. Right, you want beaten up as fluffy as possible, like that. Now you want set aside. So, and also on the separate bowl, I have 2 tablespoons, 2 or 3, depending how much of water. It's about a cup per person, and in my pot it's about 600 ml of water. I also, once you soak the mushroom and the shiitake mushroom, don't discard the water. The water is so much flavor in it. So I add that about cup about water into the soup base as well. So in here is about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. So all you do is just mix with water until slurry. So that's for thickening the soup later on, like that. Okay. I give a nice stir. Perfect. Right, so what comes to the boiling now? So now I'm going to add in the shiitake mushroom, wood-ear mushrooms, and lily flower or yellow flower. like that. Give it a quick stir. And also I'm going to add the sliced white chestnut for the crunchiness. Right. Okay. Oh, flies here. Please go outside. Oh, actually it's wasps. Right, I'm going to take the wasps out. Here. Thank you. He might like me, but try to avoid it. Don't get too close to them. I like them in the distance, not too close. Right, okay, so let them simmering for another 2 to 3 minutes until we boil again. And the next thing you want is you want to have a about tablespoon or depend how spicy you like. You don't want too spicy, maybe half tablespoon. If you want really spicy, but the hint, the bite to it, you have a tablespoon. And you want to add a 1 teaspoon sugar with that as well. Oh, can you please go? Thank you. I think the food, the smell, the aroma attract the wasps in. I saw the wasps all disappeared by now. Must be the nice day. They come back for a visit again. So I'm going to add a teaspoon of sugar with the chili bean paste. So I'm going to add in that mixer to the soup. Like that. Pick up all the nice flavor. That. And also I'm going to add a dash, about a teaspoon of dark soy sauce. All it does is just give that rich flavor and color. Right, I found a teaspoon, like so. Right, beautiful. Okay, so now we're just waiting for the soup to boiling up again. It's very nice. The smell from the spiciness from the chili bean sauce already feels it right in the air. And the ginger comes through. Oh, it's very nice. Okay, do you remember, if you follow me before, when I was made the egg drop soup, do you remember there's this special note saying, so before you add beaten egg to the soup, you must add the cornstarch slurry first, because to prevent the egg drop on the bottom, stick to the bottom, right? So now that's what we're going to do next step. So the soup just starting bubbling up now. So I'm going to give the cornstarch slurry a good stir. Oop. Like so. Slowly dissolved, and all the very bit come to the bottom, so everything nicely blurry. There you go. Now I'm going to add into the soup, like so. Give it a stir. Right, so now we're going to beat up the egg just a little bit more to make sure they all nicely beaten. Now, so last time when I made egg drop soup, so I showed you how to create this egg ribbon. Is the way is you put your chopstick or fork. You put your fork or chopstick on the edge of the bowl, so you pour the egg, beaten egg, through the gap of the chopstick, and you pour high above the soup to create that little height, like that. And then you do it in a circulation, like so. So because the height and because the circulation movement, and you really create that lovely silky ribbons you want to see. So again, so try not to give a stir for 10 seconds also. Just let it side, let the create a lovely silky ribbon first. So now you see this lovely silky ribbon already created. Then gently give a stir, like that. So nice. Now the soup back to boiling again. I'm just going to have a little taste. See if I need more seasoning or what. Perfect. I don't like too salty, so that's perfect to me. It got the flavor from the chili bean sauce and all the mushroom, the yellow flower and the ginger all come through. Perfect. So now it's ready because it is bubbling back again, and you can see the chicken is well cooked as well. So because we shredded so fine and thin, it really doesn't take long to cook at all. So they all nicely cooked. And just open up, have a look. Yeah, it's all nicely cooked through. So do make sure your chicken are cooked through, otherwise we don't want food poison now. So now it's all bubbling up again, and it's ready. Switch off the heat. Then, only then, you can pour about 2 tablespoons of Chinese blackened vinegar and teaspoon of ground white pepper in only at the stage where you switch off from the heat. Why? Because you don't want overcook them, because they have quite unique flavor. You don't want to overcook them. So now give a stir. Then we want garnish with a spring onion, like that, and coriander. If you don't like coriander, you just leave the coriander out, or you leave the spring onion out if you don't like spring onion. So I like both of them. Oh, lovely. Right, so that's all done. Finally, the last one, you want to drizzle some of the roasted sesame oil, just a drizzle. I give you nuttiness flavor, like that. It's about a teaspoon. Right, that's it. Then you have it. Hot sauce soup is my version. Right. Hope you enjoyed it, and thank you very much for watching and joining me with my walk along with me today. And leave a comment what other Chinese food you like to cook, and what's your favorite, or what you like to see from me, and send me a message, and I'll do my very best to accommodate you. Right, well, the sun is shining, the bright day. Well, go out, have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for watching again. Bye. I'm just going to dish up in a bowl as well. Okay. Bye. Okay. Oh, who wants some hot sauce soup? Come get it. Okay. I can light myself out. Oops, a daisy. Ooh, the smells nice. Do you want some? It's really lovely.